here we have the big boss of Zhongli and the same person who wants to put Chi-Chi back in the grave. Dark. Hu Tao. Hu Tao here was born in July 15th. She's a polearm user and a 5-star character. Now, everything I go over in this video is not confirmed. So don't get your hopes up. I'm going to tell you to slow down and wait till the character comes out, or is at least on trial, okay? Well, that's when the character comes out. You get the point, okay? All right? So I've already kind of looked over this. We're going to go over it together now. This is going to be like super crazy. I'm not going to go into crazy detail about damage and stuff because we don't know how these things apply. Everybody thought they knew how Albedo was going to work. A lot of people were giving him good ratings, but a lot of people are also underrating him as well. Wait till you get to trial. Even then, if the character's really good, you might not like the way they play. So that's a whole nother thing to pay attention to, okay? So first, we're going to start with some of the regular things like her ascension stuff, basic skills of the attacks, if there's any difference of the pole arm. Then we're going to go over her new voice actor. We actually know who that is, and you might be really happy to hear who. And her English voice actor. I'm a little bit more excited about the Japanese voice actor. I play Japanese sub. And then we're going to go over moves and possible potential for this, okay? And play style, because there's a really interesting play style with her. Be sure to subscribe. Check out my previous videos. We're going to go over guides and builds. And let's get into this. So, with her ascension materials, it's kind of funny because people thought they already had something that was going on. Someone put a leak down in Reddit, I believe, about her needing the flower, the pyro flower ascension materials, and that's not the case. Right now, for her, we know that, or we think that she's going to need the silk flower. She's going to need the whooping flower nectar. Moira, obviously. Every waifu needs your money. And the pyro crystals. But this here is something special. Here we have the Juvenile Jade. It's going to be dropped by a new boss in 1.3. Now, this boss, there is a video of it fighting Zhao, and it one-shot Zhao immediately. We don't know if that's going to be like his whole, like if he's going to be that tough all the time. Maybe it was a one-shot move, but now all the Zhao mains are going to cry because he's dead before he even freaking got here. Also with the Juvenile Jade, both Hu Tao and Zhao use the same item, so you're going to have to choose who you're actually going to be saving up for the first half. You'll obviously be able to save up for both, but you're going to have to pick a favorite first. And we've already seen the stands are now fighting on Reddit. That's a thing. So I'm not going to get too crazy into her basic attack, defense, and stats. I feel like most of the characters can be built however you need them to be, like Barbara being a DPS. With her spear attacks, we have the Death Secret Spear. That's what her normal attacks are called. If you didn't know, Hu Tao works for a funeral, or she owns a funeral. I'm not sure which. All I know is she's funeral related. So she might have some very edgy names to her moves, but I think this is the epitome of it. I think Death Secret Spear is that. With the Death Secret Spear attack, you just have the normal 6 attack combo. I'm pretty sure I think every spear user has a 6 attack. We only have 2. We know there's Zhongli and Xiangling. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be like Zhongling's attack with a certain amount of physical strength. Rushes forward to cause enemies cause damage in the enemy's path. I think that's just the same as the little spin Xiangling does. And then we have normal fall attack damage, which is, you know, fall attack damage is not like too surprising. Before we get into her E skills, I do just want to show you guys for the fact that we do know that Rie Takahashi is going to be voicing her Japanese voice, the voice of Emilia, the voice of Megumin, and a lot of the characters that we have here as well. These are the 2 I'm most excited for. I'm so happy to have her on here because that's going to make this voice acting great.
そうよね。やっぱり延期した方がいいかも。だってこの寒さだしね。スバルがずっと楽しみにしてたのは知ってるし、約束だし。もちろんただ約束したからってだけじゃなくて、それは私も少しは楽しみにしてたわけだけど、でもこんなに寒くちゃね。仕方ありません。
We also know her English voice actor is Brianna, the lady who also plays Rem in the English voice. In the English sub, I believe. So that's also pretty exciting. I did watch the English sub of ReZero first. I'm going to read her E skills here. Because I feel like they're better translated on Reddit than they are on Honey Hunter World. It's not that it's bad here, but this gets a little technical. So we have here's Hu Tao's E skill, Rebirth Chaperone. I'm sure I said that right. I think I said that right. Which causes her to use a attack that switches her stance. Now this stance, as we've seen or people are hinting at, cannot be deactivated. She's only going to be able to stay in the stance unless you switch or unless she dies. I'm pretty sure those are the 2 only things that work. Her attack is scaled off of her health in this attack, so her HP is going to be kind of centered around her whole entire game plan. And when you use this, it does a sweeping attack that puts blood plume damage on all the other enemies. Now blood plume damage affects characters with pyro damage, and every 4 seconds with the blood plume, they're going to have pyro damage on them as well. Now, also with this, they believe that her attacks will still have pyro damage while she's in the stance as well. I'm not sure how that's going to work with characters like Chung Yoon. I think it might be something like Duelik, where you can actually run still pyro and get vaporized out of it, but I'm not sure, and I'm not clarifying any of that. This is speculation. Also, what I was going to say is very good with this is I don't feel like a lot of pyro characters have a lot of ways to bring pyro out, except Bennett and Xiangling, and that would be like the only two I feel like running wise would have constant pyro damage. You can get it with Duelik, but he's really your main DPS, I feel, so I'm not so sure how focused you are, and I don't really have him as a character, so I can't tell you. I know Xinyan does not work as great for her pyro damage. You're really running Xinyan for her physical attack. Amber, we already know how that works. You can get pyro damage with Amber, and you can use a Baron Bunny, but you're gonna struggle for a minute because she's not gonna have consistency. Especially if you're playing on mobile. If you're playing on mobile, I don't know how you're gonna really do that. Good on you if you can. Also, very important thing about the max HP boost to this attack, it will only go up to 300%. It can't go farther than 300% of base attack. And I just want to specify again, the attack damage will be converted to pyro damage. Now, her Q skill is a very, very, very interesting one. When she uses her Q skill, she swings a soul that does AoE damage. Every time an enemy is hit, she's healed a bit for her health. If her health is under 50%, the healing and damage go up for her. So they're wanting you to play her a little bit risky. You're only going to be rewarded if her health is half. What I've thought I read beforehand about her E skill, and I wanted to save it till here, was I thought it was somewhere about her E skill that she loses health. I'm not completely sure where I saw that from, so I don't want to say that, but I thought she loses health from her E skill, so you're going to have to be rewarded and careful about how you use her. Now, what this means is there's probably going to be a lot of people pissed off about her when this starts. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to call it now. People are going to be super pissed when this starts. But I feel like the risk versus rewards probably going to be really great, and you're just going to take like 2 days of people being really pissed. She keeps dying. And then the next week after that, Hu Tao build, Spiral Abyss, level 12, floor cleared. Like, it's going to be all those videos. So just, as I've said before, don't rush to anything because of the leaks. Also, don't freak out over the first couple of days you see people playing. Let it wait for a minute. Don't just run into it. Or if you do want to pull for her anyways, just have her around for a minute. Play around the character. Don't just listen to whoever you find on Reddit or whoever you find on YouTube. I'm not going to go into her constellations because we can't really tell the constellations are really going to affect her. Like some of these things, like if her health goes under 25% when she takes a hit that should kill her, she will resist death and gain 200% of every resistance type. Like, that's good. Like, it sounds really good, 100% crit rate, but I don't really know how it's going to apply. It's read very clearly, but I still don't know how it's going to affect her gameplay or if they'll even keep it. I feel like going into the constellations going a bit far to me. Also, so for her talent books, what she's going to need is the Books of Diligence, or the Teachings of Diligence. That's going to be 9 of those, 63 of those, and 114 of those. As we can already tell, again, Moira is going to be expensive. All your waifus are going to cost about $1 million, a little bit more than that. I'm going to go much further into a character we don't even know that's here yet. We're not going to go like, oh my gosh, so what do I think Hu Tao is going to do if you drop her in the middle of the map? Like, will she blow up the map? Like, no, I'm not going to do all that. I will say I think she's going to have good team synergy. I think she's going to be a good team player. It sounds like from her kit, she's going to be very useful. There's a lot of characters we like you'll get some use out of him. I made the Amber joke. I play Lisa because I enjoy Lisa, but Lisa's a very selfish unit. The only thing that really helps is her ult with other characters. I can apply electro damage, but it really doesn't last that long. And as my one friend Randy Razor, check him out on YouTube as well, so he's pointed out it'd be better if she had an electro boost from other characters, and at least that way you could put more into Lisa being selfish, or vice versa. She gives them some sort of electro damage because she added the multiplier onto the character you have now used the Rose attack on. You get my point. So with this character in particular, we do have a lot for our art. We do already have her model. We already know her voice actor, so I'm pretty sure she's coming 1.3. I want to say I think she's probably the second banner. I feel like the Zhao stands would be pretty pissed if she came out first and then Zhao came out last, but Mihoyo could technically hold people by their wallets. if they waited to last, and they just get it'd be like the whole bring Melina back to MK11. If you know anything about that, oh boy, wow, you can get stands to wait a very long time to pick a character. I think she's cute. I think she's gonna have great synergy, as I've already said. I think her story background is really funny. The fact that again, she's trying to put Chi-Chi back in the ground. It's a bit dark, but it's pretty funny. Also being Zhongli's boss, they hired him at the funeral home. Also, I want to say it before anybody else does, I'm gonna let you in on the meme now. I think Hu Tao means walnut in Chinese. Bloopers for me. I accidentally translated the whole page into English, went from Chinese to English, and it kept saying walnut, and I was like, what walnut am I looking for? What? What do you mean walnut? I figured her attack had a walnut involved in it. Then I was like, no, wait, and I googled it, and it was exactly what I thought it was. Her name, I'm pretty sure, means walnut. If it doesn't, then I'm sorry, I screwed it up, but I've already seen the meme other places, so I'm guessing that's what it means. I don't know which specific kanji it is. That's the issue, though, is because I'll go look it up, and it'll be a completely different kanji that does not mean that. It'll mean, like, I don't know, bathtub or something. Like, I have no idea. Well, that'll be it for me. Be sure to subscribe. We're going to go over all the things that we can find about her the more she comes out. I might go over Zhao stuff. I'm not so sure how interested I am in Zhao. That's a whole nother subject. But he does look like he's going to do some cool attacks. I'm a little worried about this. I might have more of an opinion about what's going to happen with Zhao than actually Zhao himself. But we are always looking at waifus. If you love waifus in video games, we will always be there to either play or either to talk about or showcase them. That's like the main goal of me playing this game in general. Be sure to subscribe. You can go talk to me during live streams. I live stream Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That kind of depends. Sometimes we play Genshin. Sometimes we play Dragon Ball Z Fighters. I'm having to get that set up right. But either way, I appreciate you. Have a good one. And save your Primo Gems, because we look like we're going to have some good characters. Or hopefully, eventually, Rosaria will come out, and then I can finally be rewarded for my diligence to the Thai faith. Okay, peace.
Don't leave!